Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. Big Brad, what's up, brother? How we doing?
Doing great, AB. We got grade A football on today, soccer. We got tons of stuff going on. MLS starts tonight. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to be here too. MLS starts tonight.
MLS round of 32 knockouts. We got Portland is taking on Salt Lake, and Chicago is at home to Orlando.
So is this the postseason?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And it starts tonight?
Starts tonight.
Nice. All right, I'm ready for that. All right, now, let me say this. How do I say this positively? I'm a dum-dum, and I forgot to grade yesterday's show. So I'm going to have to do this solo, okay? All right, yeah, completely forgot to put the grades on here. All right, the first two we missed. The second two we hit. We went 2 and 2. I don't know how. I've never missed doing a recap screen. Never missed it in terms of the grading, but for some reason, I don't know how I did it. So there we go. We went 2 and 2. Brad went 2 and 2. I feel like it's going to be a big day today. All right. No Chill said, I respect you, Brad, but don't you ever call soccer football while it's football season. I love it.
Sorry, Mr. No Chill, sir. You are in the minority here in this world.
I hear soccer's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a little bigger overseas.
All right, let's jump into it, man. What do we got? All right, so yeah, we went 2 and 2 yesterday. I know, Tony, the producer, right? Like, I don't know what we're gonna do with him. We've tried firing him; he keeps coming back. I don't know. We're gonna call the authorities. All right, now Howie Schwab wouldn't call the authorities; he'd just handle it like a stud. And his crew play of the day. Where are you going? 2 games, 4 options. All right, game 1. NBA. Got the Cavaliers at the Knicks. Cavs -1.5. Knicks +1.5. Or 76ers at the Celtics. Philly +2.5. Boston -2.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. Now, No Chill said, smash that like button. Yeah, that'd be huge. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. I swear we won't ask you for anything else. Appreciate it. Liddy said, good morning, everybody. Good morning, kind sir. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, Brad, we will be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern for Driving the Nightline. We'll have plenty more NBA picks, and maybe we'll talk about the World Series. Looking forward to that starting on Friday. Okay. Well, Brad, let's jump into it here. What do we do? Let's get into the picks. All right, Big Brad, start us off, bro.
We're going to Finland this morning at 11 a.m. Central Time in the Finnish Veikkausliiga, the top flight of Finland. We're looking at a match between nice, easy names. HJK taking on SJK. We're looking for 4 total goals today. With that 3.25 Asian total, it means if it stops at 3, we get half our bet, lose half our bet. But when it pushes to that 4, we win the full bet. HJK, SJK, not only do they trend their scoring, they trend their conceding, trending both teams to score and over 2.5. But they also trend their team totals above 1.5, around 70 to 80% of their respective matches. And not only do they do that against other teams, but when they're in their specific home and away splits, they have a much higher goal total, both scoring and conceding. You have SJK on the opposite end here away from home, who are above HJK in the table, which means HJK must push. When HJK scores, SJK should look to score as well. One after another, these two teams do it in both halves as well. And in the matchup history, 6 of the last 7 and then 5 of the last 6 have hit that over 4.5 mark. Yes, we're only looking for 4 goals, but these teams trend that over 4.5, and they do it in the championship matches, which is what they're in. This match has everything we like. HJK, SJK, 11 a.m. Central Time in the Finnish Veikkausliiga.
Veikkausliiga. Now, I got to say, all right, HJK versus SJK. Is that correct?
You got it.
Let me tell you. You know who I'm putting my money on today? HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Let's go. You think I'm cute. I know. Oh, sorry. One of the most banger entrance themes of all time, Shawn Michaels. Hey, well done, Brad. Well done. All right. So 4 plays today. And Kevin said it best. AB fading the Fighting Derek Masons from Murfreesboro. Smart. Let me tell you, Vanderbilt football's got the juice right now. All about it. Here's the problem. Derek Mason ain't at Vanderbilt. He's at Middle Tennessee State, and they don't have any juice. Yeah, I'm rolling with Delaware. Now, New Mexico State, we're going to pair Delaware money line and New Mexico State plus 1.5. We'll talk more about these games in a second. Not too concerned about Delaware. A little concerned on New Mexico State. But we're going to see. Ian. Matty, I got the looks that drive the girls. What, dude? Shawn Michaels had the theme song, man. Oh, dude, when he would hit the pose and the fireworks would blast off. Oh, yeah, Pyro guy was feeling it. All right, now, speaking of feeling it, we got some game ones here for some teams in the NBA. Now, I'm going to go up to your neck of the woods. All right, your boy. Big Donovan Mitchell, Spider. I'm going to take him over 3.5 threes. How we feeling about the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell this year? We feeling good?
Yeah, you know the Cavs, they love to start out strong, give you a nice, great record throughout the regular season. They might even give you, AB, hope that they could do something in the postseason. So look for them to start strong. But as usual, look for them to fade away down the stretch.
Yeah, good call. Matty, I said, you seen the Heartbreak Kid lately? He ain't breaking many hearts. No. And that's a good PSA right here. Kids, don't take 23 Somas in a day. Don't do it. All right. I don't know how Kevin Nash is still rolling. The big boy. Do you know he played basketball at Tennessee?
I didn't.
He did. He did. All right. Jaylen Brown. Over 2.5 threes, plus 135. Ian said good advice. It is. It is. Now, speaking of the best advice, Brian Blade said, "Into the crew. If you are near Lincoln, Nebraska, come out to the First Avenue Social Hall at 7:30 and watch some great wrestling and see me break bodies, not hearts." Now, that is what I'm talking about. Brian just got a promo in real time, off rip on text. Not easy to do. This man just grabbed the stick and let it rip. That was professional right there. And go check our man, Brian Blade. Make sure to follow him, Twitter, YouTube, all of it. He's the absolute man. One of the best dudes on the planet. So, yeah, go check him out. Support him for freaking sure because he is the man. Tomorrow night at 7:30. Let's go, baby. Hey, they put my man Blade in a cage. Only one man coming out, big dog. I know that. All right. Jaylen Brown, Celtics. I don't know what to do with the Celtics. I don't know what to do. So I go back to what I know. And Jaylen Brown likes to shoot threes. Brunson does too. But you see it, and anybody who's been around here for a little bit knows I like threes. Get yourself accustomed to playing 3-point props. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the first couple weeks of any season, you know, the big question is minutes. But the important thing is to not overthink bets, at least early. Just keep it simple. Would you say the same thing soccer-wise, Brad?
Yes, exactly. As you start the season,
let me ask you officially, right? Like, all right, so if we were starting Premier League today or MLS, whatever, right? Whatever your league is that you play the 6 months or however, right? If we were starting a league today, what kind of advice would you give betting wise?
well, I would say keep it simple early, just like you mentioned. don't go hard. Don't make a lot of bets. And if you are going to attack somebody, attack a team that doesn't have a lot of roster turnover as well as keeps their manager. So a lot of those fundamentals in place. And you know that last season, there could be a very similar play style, very similar outcome. Those are the teams that I might attack early. But for the most part, I just try to avoid a lot of leagues in the first couple of weeks because it's just insane volatility. And, just like basketball last night, some guys will just come out there and start bricking every shot Gilgeous Alexander, and just ruin everybody's parlays, everybody's bets on these superstars. They might defer a little more because it's the first game. You just never really know. So just keep it simple.
What you're great advice. And what you were just talking about. Yeah. Luka Doncic last night went 2 for 10 from 3. All right. Well, we're in regular season mode already. So I love Luka, but damn it, man. We went into halftime. All right. We needed over 3.5 threes. Halftime. All right. It's like 58-55 or something. And we go into halftime with 2. All right. So we got Caruso earlier in the first game. So we got those threes. All right. We're feeling good. Going to halftime with 2. All we need is 2 more. 2 more. He didn't hit another one the whole game. He fired him. He didn't hit him.
Man, Luka loves to stand out there and shoot the 3. It's not a short run back when you shoot it from half court.
He shot 10. He shot 10 of them. Yeah, but that's the one thing that I do like is that the reason why I like threes is that it's a default. It's a default run, man. And especially in these first couple weeks, I don't know what, minutes, numbers 8, 9, 10 on the roster are going to look like. Could be volatile, like you said, probably so. But what I do know is that dudes are going to see the shot clock going down after 3 passes, going around the wheel and saying, well, chuck it. That's why I like threes early. So, all right, give me Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes. Give me Jaylen Brown, Celtics over 2.5 threes. Give me Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes of the Knicks at -110. John said, does that rhyme? And what he said, can the Lakers score without Luka on the floor? Y'all want to win, put Booby in. I'll say this. I'd be playing Dalton Connect. Dalton will get out there and miss 10 threes too at times.
He'll shoot them.
He definitely will. Oh, man. Well said. Morning, crew. Morning, big dog. Good to see you, man. All right. So those are the picks. Now, let's jump into the show here. And so, okay, let me just say, I think we're going to find out today about Tony Vitello. He's been at Tennessee baseball practice the last couple days. I don't know what's going on, but Tennessee's AD is out here selling land on other planets right now. I would love to be in the room and hearing this pitch. And let me pause for everything because the most important thing just popped up. Tina, hey guys, I'm back. Surgery postponed, too anemic, so need to raise levels. Looking at next month, day before Thanksgiving now. Well, Tina, I'm very sorry to hear that in terms of it being postponed. However, I do like the fact that you're going to go into this thing correct and you're going to go in with the right levels and all of that. So I'm sorry that it was postponed. However, we're going to crush this. So I hope everything's okay, but it's so good to see you. Was literally just asking about you this morning. So yeah, Tina, sorry to hear that, but it's good to see you. And keep us updated on everything. And anything that we can do, you let us know. Do not hesitate on that. Because like I said, we will take this show straight to anywhere that you are. And all of us showing up. So, Tina, you just keep smiling, all right? Everything's going to be all right. You're going to be good. Thank you, AB. Now I get to be here for your birthday. You do. And you know what? That's the only birthday present that I want. is that. Okay. All right. So let's jump into it. Tina, absolutely. Matt said it best. The crew is with you. Oh my goodness. Yes. Tina, anything you need, you just say it. All right. So, Brad, I'll tell you what, let's jump into soccer. What do you got? Champions League behind you? Is that right?
Got some Champions League numbers.
Let's talk it, bro. Talk it. Let it rip.
Well, we're back here in round 3 of the Champions League of Europe, the UEFA Champions League. It's the top Champions League that you would be looking for, all your regular names. Bunch of really, really good appetizing matchups today. And what we're really seeing is these trending numbers continue to stay where we think they're almost going to be. With the new format change in the second year, a lot of teams are now adjusting, understanding that this is a different type of format. Last time you played home and away, group play, 3 matches each, giving you a total of 6 matches. At the end of those 6 matches, you are ranked in the top.
Did we lose him? Is Brad gone? Yeah, I think we lost him. All right. So he'll pop in if everything's good. Kev said, "What up, crew? Appreciate you all. Appreciate you, big dog." Freddie Bear said, "What's up, AB and Brad? Hey, what's up, Freddie Bear? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you." All right, we'll get Brad back in a second. Now, we got the NBA tonight. All right, what do you guys want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about the NBA first? Do you want to talk about college football first? Do you want to talk about Major League Baseball, the World Series Game 1? First one to answer. John said, hat of the day. Will AB wear a Titans hat on his birthday? You know what? I will. Liddy said, Dodgers. There we go. First answer. Minor league softball is getting in there. Absolutely. All right. So let's talk about baseball. We'll start there. World Series Game 1 starts Friday. We have the Dodgers at the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays are the home team here in Game 1. And here you go. Over under 7.5. Money line, minus 157 for the Dodgers, plus 129 for the Blue Jays. Now, I got to say this. My boy Hawk, rough couple days for me, but trying to get back on the horse. Hey, big dog, look, it's tough. You guys went far, and the most brutal thing in sports when your team's in it is that, man, it's do or die, and it tears at the emotions, bro. Totally understood. I was thinking about you, man, for real. My baseball team didn't make it that far at all, but yeah, I get it. It's tough, man. But you guys had one hell of a season, and everything's looking good. You know what I mean? Not that you want to hear that right now, but yeah. All right, so that's Game 1. The Dodgers are the favorite on the road. All right, so the way that the pitching matchup, we don't have the Blue Jays starting pitcher in yet. We don't have it. Now we have the Dodgers. The Dodgers have actually lined up Game 1 and 2. So the Dodgers are going to throw Blake Snell in Game 1 and Yamamoto in Game 2. Okay. So we have one side of this. We have the Blue Jays side, obviously, because the Dodgers have announced a starting pitcher in Blake Snell. The Blue Jays haven't announced a starter, so once we get that, we'll have the historicals for the Dodgers. But looking at the Blue Jays side, Ernie Clement, 1 for 5, 200. I love Gassman. The gas man has 2 at bats. All right. Vladimir Guerrero. He's hitting 182, 2 for 11. IKF over 3. Alejandro Kirk, 3 for 5. David Schneider, 1 for 4. George Springer, 5 for 22. Of course, he has a home run. So there you go. Miles Straw, 1 for 6. Dalton Varsho, 2 for 8. So one player has a home run, which is normal. It's the World Freaking Series. You generally have the best pitchers on planet Earth. Right. So these first couple games, yeah, this is what historicals are going to look like. And it'll look like on the other side too, you know? Yeah, I'm fascinated. So once the Blue Jays name a starter, we'll break that down. But yeah, that's how you've got it, man. So far in game one. So what are you feeling? All right. Drop it in the chat. First, who wins the game? You don't have to choose anything other than who wins the game, Dodgers or Blue Jays. Okay. And then second, over or under 7.5. Where are you going? Keep it that simple. Name a team, over, under. Just can we get a crew ride, AB, for your birthday? Maybe you have everybody pitch in $5 donation. If it hits, keep it or put it towards membership. I love that idea. Now, I'll say this. Anytime there's ever going to be money, I'm certainly not keeping it. But I'm definitely down for the fun. You know what I mean? So whatever we want to do, you tell me. I'm pitching in too. Right? So whatever it is, and we'll figure out what we want to do with it. We can distribute it towards the – we can do all kinds of stuff like that. I actually have a corporate Venmo set up just for fun stuff like this. So yeah. And it's public, like it's set with like the government, however that's set up. Like it's all good to go. And any transactions, it's all transparent. So yeah. Like, dude, I've got the infrastructure set up for that. And we could even set it up to where somebody in the crew manages it. You know what I mean? And again, I don't think anybody here has to worry about me stealing, but I am all for the full transparency. So, yeah. All right. So anyway, so that's game one, man. And yeah, I'm definitely down, dude. You guys let me know. We can do whatever, man. We can definitely have some fun with it. So, all right. So that's game one. So we got plenty of time. It's Wednesday. Game one is Friday night. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. All right. So let's jump into the NBA. Now, I could have put up 7 million slides. Yeah, Brian, there we go. They're the perfect trustee. 100%. All right. Now we have to vote like it's Parliament. Everybody in favor? Say aye. Aye. Randall, I'm still looking for my baseball. That's right. All right. So there we go. All right. NBA. So like I said, I got to put up all the prop slides. It would have been 7 hours. We'll just look at the games here. Now, I'll take Department of War with Bimbo. Dude, how good of a name is the Department of War? Oh, my goodness. Like, I don't think we have to change the Department of Defense, but the Department of War is an awesome name. It's just aggressive. Oh, man. That's funny. All right. It reminds me of, what's the movie Tom Hanks when he was the coach of the women's baseball league? A League of Their Own. I'm from the War Department. Get the hell out of here. Well, Jimmy, if we gave you the job, could you burn down another hotel? I could certainly use the money. If you've never seen A League of Their Own, it's one of the greatest movies of all time. All right. Yeah. There's no crying in baseball. Heaven forbid we go to the World Series without Stillwell's toys. He was just screaming at the girls. Oh, my God. All right. Sorry. That movie is just so good. Oh, my God. Madonna in her prime. Oh, fire. Madonna, dude. Had it all, man. Had it all. All right. Heat and the Magic. Magic 8.5-point favorite. Now, total 214.5. So I'm not going to read through every little piece of every game, but I want to at least set the table. for what we have. TJ, it's crazy that the girl's bruise on her thigh they showed in that movie was actually real. Oh, man. Dude, it wasn't really? All right, Justin, if anybody missed day one NBA ladder challenge, running day 2 today, will be posted to Discord. Come join the Discord if you're not in yet. It's free, and we're having fun cashing tickets in the process. 100%. Justin, great promo. Great promo. I appreciate you on that. And yeah, he's absolutely right. And if you scan, my camera's mirrored, but if you scan that right there, the Discord, join it. Absolutely free. It's the best. It's the best betting Discord in the game. All right. So, yeah, Matty Ice Magic Smash. Yeah. You know, this is going to be a fun game. I don't have anything on it yet, but if you've got a prop, I'm fascinated to see what you got here. All right, Cavs and the Knicks. So we're on Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, both on the threes here. Cavs, 1.5-point favorite on the road. What do the Knicks got? I want to see how the Knicks come out and look. It was just, a tough ending, so to say, to the end last year, but they had a good run. Knicks fans will be there. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. So that's going to be a fun game, too. All right, Nets and the Hornets. I don't have anything on this. If you've got something, let me know. I'm going to move on to the next game, but if you've got something. Justice said, this is going to be fade the heat season for me. I think they win somewhere around 30 to 35 games. Yeah, a little concerned about it. What are you doing here? 76ers and the Celtics. Celtics 2.5-point favorites. Total 229.5. Matty Ice. Hornets are a nice two-leg piece. There we go. Yeah, I'll say this. If anybody spots out like money line, pieces, little parlay pieces, drop those, please. Because little two-leg money line parlays can be real nice this time of year. You know what I mean? So, good look there. Raptors and the Hawks. Hawks 5.5-point favorites. Total 236.5. What are you guys seeing defense so far? I mean, obviously, we've only had 2 games, but something to pay attention to: the pace of the game. Right? I'll tell you this: a great statistic to keep track with the first couple weeks of the game, right, or the first couple weeks of the season, are like team points per minute. I mean, that's a great stat to have all year long. Both offensively and defensively, but you could find some discrepancies there with numbers and totals in the books, because a lot of it's going to come down to minutes. If they have guys on restriction coming back from injury. Jeff, Tatum is out, still loving the night. Yeah, Tatum's going to be out for a while. So, yeah, Tatum might be out the whole year. God, that was a brutal injury right at the end. Yes, it's tough, man. And that's another thing, too, is that there are going to be teams that have these guys that are out, whether it's long-term, whether they're coming back from injury, pay attention to minutes restrictions there. You're definitely going to see it. The best strategy, honestly, are guys like Alex Caruso yesterday, right? Sixth mans, guys like that. Those guys are going to be the ones that get the most minutes. Because let me tell you, like if you're looking at minutes right now and you're a coach and they're looking at it saying, okay, I know what I have in Donovan Mitchell. Let's get him out there, get him some work, but get him out. Yeah, man, my memory is awful. Thank you, bro. Your memory's not awful. It took me a minute too. I was doing the same thing. Like, it's been a while since we've had the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest thing. Is that's it? That's a perfect example right here of why this show is simple. It's simple on purpose. All right, we could get on here and have a bunch of flashing stuff. I could produce that, no question. It doesn't suit any good. This is what suits good right here, because I guarantee you're not the only one. And there's injuries and stuff all over the league. So it takes a minute, man, like to get yourself, your brain acclimated to betting a new sport. It does. And that's a good example right there of that's why some of these games are going to be volatile. They're human beings that are out there. No Jason Tatum, it changes the dynamic of the Celtics, and especially when they know he ain't coming back unless maybe they make the finals. So, yeah, and what Justin's saying here, Tatum out just gives room for the other players to shine, in my opinion, because they are pretty solid top to bottom. Derek White, Pritchard are perfect examples. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. This is a great point, too. We devour so much sports content that's only expected. Can't remember everything. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's why we talk about on this show all the time. The best process in sports betting that you'll ever have is simplify and narrow-minded focus. You know what I mean? Like, I bet a lot of the same props because I live them every day. Threes, interceptions, right? You can get a good read on it. And if you stay focused, if you start going crazy on every prop, you'll be lost in the sauce. Now, everybody's level is different. Some can expand out more than others. Some can expand out way more than, including me. Randall in the chat, he'll text me plays. I'm like, dude, I didn't even get close to thinking about something like that, you know? So it's all of us. Trust me, it's going to take a minute. And that's the big part. And sportsbooks will definitely look to take advantage of that. Remember, these are the same people that own casinos. They're not above every trick in the book. Not saying it's not legal. What they're doing is above par, beyond, and respect to them. But they will look for every edge, every one of them. And you need to be too, right? So, yeah. Sometimes it can feel like the same thing. That is on purpose. It'll keep you focused. Yeah. All right. So Wizards and the Bucks, Raptors and the Hawks. Again, anybody doing anything with Giannis? 9.5-point favorite. The Bucks are over the Wizards. Again, drop in what you've got here. Pelicans at the Grizz. You know, I was looking at Ja Morant. Ja's usually pretty good to go at the beginning of the year. Like, Ja will get his minutes. I wanted to go with his points. Over-unders at 24.5. He averaged about 22.9, I believe, per game last year. You're also, here's another thing. You know what the books are going to do? The books can tax you two ways. One, they can tax you on the juice. And what I mean by that is, hey, Allen Bell to throw one interception, -105, -145. Big difference in that, right? So they could tax you in the juice, or they could tax you with the number. And what I mean by that is Ja Morant averaged 22.5 points per game last year. Okay. So, not saying that has to be the number. What I'm saying is the books are saying, all right, it's game 1, game 2. People are going to bet players they know. And remember, there are a lot of new sports bettors too. Okay. So what they're going to do, bet players they know, which I actually like the strategy. However, the books know this, and the way that they tax you with the number is if the normal algorithm number that spits out for Ja Morant points tonight is over under 22.5. They're like, hey, put it at 24. Literally. Not kidding. Like, it's that simple. And I'm not saying it's nefarious. It's all in the game, baby. You can pick the other side if you want. We set the number. You know what I mean? And they'll juice it 1, 2 points, 3 points. Just be careful because they know people are going to bet players that they know. So, star players, Giannis, Ja, Luca, watch it. These books are smart. They're real smart. They're sneaky too. Because you would notice a big jump, might not notice a little jump. Oh man, Justin said, "AB, don't throw it to these guys. Take care of the rock, baby. Hey, hand it off to the running back. He does his work." But yeah, so just be careful with that the first couple of weeks. But we'll be here every day to talk about it. But it's also a fun time. You can make money the first time of the year. All right, so let me get the picks back up here, and then let's talk some college football. So, all right, Big Brad is on HJK versus SJK over 3.25 minus 130. I don't understand a single part of that bet, but Brad does, and I trust Brad implicitly. Delaware money line plus New Mexico State plus 1.5. We're going to take that plus 135. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes plus 115. Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes plus 135. Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes at minus 110. John, sportsbooks also know that majority of bettors are scared of plus money single plays. Yep, 100%. They are, sir. They are. Because right, prices got so bad when you combine them, odds are getting worse. I complain to customer service. David, you're absolutely right. Yes, and good call. They'll listen. Sportsbook listen. I promise you. Might take a couple times. They'll listen to you. I give them full credit on that. For sure. But the books will definitely do that. Brian, if you're worried about New Mexico State, you can go up to plus 6.5 with Delaware and still be at minus 116. Great freaking look. Let's talk about that. All right. Middle Tennessee. Take it on Delaware. Delaware's a pretty good football team. Delaware, 8.5 point favorite. It's gone to 9.5 now. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to 10. It'll probably stop there if it gets that high. Probably stay at 9.5. That said, though. I live 15 minutes from Middle Tennessee. It's a beautiful campus, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Beautiful campus. And fun fact, it is actually on the geographical center of the state of Tennessee. Like literally. There's a little monument thing of it. So I give them credit. These cats are Middle Tennessee. It is the literal middle of the state. And again, beautiful campus, great baseball program, big fan. Been a big fan of them for a long time. Had a lot of friends that played there. Love that program. But Delaware's good, and Middle Tennessee is struggling. Derek Mason. You remember Derek Mason, former head coach of Vanderbilt football? Yeah, he's in Nashville. Well, he's in Murfreesboro. And it's not going well. They're just very inconsistent. I don't know about that total of 55.5. Delaware's going to score. You might look at a Delaware team total. However, what Big Brian said, if you're worried about New Mexico State, you can go up to plus 6.5 with Delaware and still be at minus 116. Big Brad, you back?
I guess so. Xfinity must be messing with me. We're here now.
We're here. Hey, that's another T-shirt. Xfinity must be messing with me. Well, we were talking a little MTSU here. Beautiful campus on the geographical center of the state of Tennessee. Murfreesboro's nice, and they've done so much work to the campus. It's beautiful. It really is. But they're not very good at football. And Delaware is going to have their way. So it's kind of a pick your poison here. It's a Wednesday. Be careful of that. Weird You want to talk about short week type stuff? Like playing on Wednesday is odd. That said, though, Delaware is very much better than Middle Tennessee. David, I got Delaware -8.5. It's up to 9.5. I think they cover it. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, that's game one. Hey, John, the Borough, baby. Yes, sir. Murfreesboro is a fantastic place. Go to Gentleman Gyms. There's two of them. Clean gyms and dirty gyms. Both are a great time. Both are a different time, but both are a great time. They serve the best liquor drinks of all time. You know those big Route 44 Sonic cups? They serve whiskey drinks in there, $5. Dude, they fill 80% of that cup up. Jack Daniels. Spray you a little Coke. Have you some ice. It's a college bar, but it's fun. Yeah. Now, Jeff, traffic in the borough is almost as bad as Nashville. Oh my God, I know. There's so many people. Jeff's so right. You know, whether you're coming in from 231, 840. Yeah, once you swing over there, dude, once you get on Highway 96, start going across, yeah. It gets packed up. Got David Price running around, Sonny Gray. Juwan Jennings is from here too, just down the street. Oh my goodness. Juwan's that dude. All right. So, anyways, Missouri State, New Mexico State. Yeah, Middle Tennessee. Juwan Jennings went to high school 6 minutes from that campus. So did David Price. So did Sonny Gray. Mexico State. 1.5 point favorites. Total of 50.5. Brad, I want your thoughts. Whether you know it or not, I'm going to assume that you probably haven't watched a lot of Missouri State, as most people would answer the same. But I want your feelings here. Just in your heart. Where do we go?
Well, I have to go to New Mexico State. I know that sounds really random, but my fraternity brother, college roommate, one of my best friends throughout life, used to coach basketball at New Mexico State, currently at Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. So got to back New Mexico State. I actually have a big hoodie, oddly enough, for them. So, yeah, give me New Mexico.
Bro. Delaware money line plus New Mexico State plus 1.5. It's meant to be. All right. We won't name your boy, but we're playing for the big dog today, even though he's at another place. But he was at New Mexico one time. Look, we're in. Delaware money line, New Mexico State plus 1.5. Go ahead and read off yours again. What do you got?
We're at HJK and SJK in the Finnish Veikkausliiga, which is the top flight of Finland. It's coming up here in an hour and 12 minutes. We're on that 3.25 Asian total. So 3 goals will push half and lose half, but 4 goals will give us a full cash.
Boom. There we go. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. All right, yeah, I've got Delaware money line, New Mexico State plus 1.5. Donovan Mitchell over 3.5 threes. Jaylen Brown over 2.5 threes plus 135. Jalen Brunson over 2.5 threes at minus 110. TJ Dave, what's in the water around that high school? I need you to send some AB for my son. I'm telling you, Murfreesboro's a big place. They put out some talent, a lot of it. They were not fun to play sports-wise in high school. Dude, not fun. Look up, so I'm just down the street from Oakland High School. Look up Oakland High School. I think they're ranked like 24th in the country. It's a high school, right? Obviously. Them dogs can play. Yeah, Murfreesboro, man. There's a ton of talent. All right, Brad, all right, that's it. We'll jump out of here. Any final thoughts? And I'm glad that you jumped back in. I appreciate that. Yeah, any final thoughts, man, before we jump?
Yeah, I didn't think the internet was going to work. I was sitting here fiddling with it, and all of a sudden my computer was sitting here and just popped back up. So I said, all right, well, let's get back in here. Let me finish that UCL thought. For those who are going to be looking at the Champions League today, keep it real nice and short. There are three numbers you'll be looking at: both teams to score, the over 2.5 goals, and maybe even the over 3.5 goals. We've talked about this before. With this level of Champions League and the amount of parity from top to bottom, the best teams versus some of these lower teams, you're seeing both teams to score just above that 50% mark, under the 60% mark. So you find yourself in a lot of variance if you're trying to find both teams to score. But if you're looking for over 2.5, so 3 total goals, that kicks up to almost 75%. And in almost 80% of those matches that have 2.5 goals, they tend to push that 3.5. So we're seeing not just some goals, but we're seeing more goals than we have ever before. And you're seeing them continue to score late in the game, like yesterday. We had goals 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It was absolutely insane how many goals. So if you find yourself in a match, let's say like if Bayern is scoring and it's nice and open against Club Bruges, well, expect them to keep scoring because every single goal is going to matter on the final table. So look for overs.
That was beautifully said, my man. Well done. Well done. Okay. Now, the Howie Schwab crew play of the day, and then we'll bounce up out of here. All right, where'd everybody go? Cavs -1.5, Knicks +1.5, or 76ers +2.5, or the Celtics -2.5. The answer is the Cavs. Brad, feeling it. Yep. Believe land. Let's go. Cavs -1.5 at 50%. Second place was the Celtics -2.5. Knicks and the 76ers. There you go. Feeling it, Brad. Feeling it. All right, big dog. Great show, man. Great work. Bounce back strong. That's what Wednesdays are about right there.
Yeah, you gotta persevere. Nothing's ever gonna be super easy unless you're just showing up on Friday betting goal scores with DTL. That has been a little bit too easy lately. So I'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now I gotta say this to end it. I've been watching a lot of honey badger videos on YouTube. Okay. I love these guys. The heart and the courage that these guys have. Dude, they were watching one and it was like it had music behind it. It sounded like Stone Cold. And it was like this little black honey badger comes bouncing up. And all you can see is the honey badger, but he's walking mean, right? And you can see it. The guy, and even the announcer goes, honey badger don't care. He goes, who is the opponent? And it flexes up and it's an elephant. And the guy goes, surely he's not going to go. He just effed with the elephant. And it showed him and this dude was tumbling. The elephant, dude, the Ellie just punted this thing like 40 yards. And guess what? He got up and did it again.
Legend.
I love those little buggers, man. They are, dude, they have heart and courage for just life, dude. I love them so much. The guy was like, surely he's not going to go. He just went and messed with the elephant. He looked like a little ant. I love him. Oh, my goodness. Tina, yeah, honey badger don't care. Nope. They're so cute. I love them. And I say that, and that thing would rip everybody's heads off. That's our attitude for today. Is that honey badger courage, man? Those guys are like, this is my waters. I saw one fight 3 leopards. Leopards. They have like the strongest bite force on land. Dude was just taking it and fought him off and walked away. Even the leopards were looking like, why is this not working? Like, this usually crushes skulls, and this thing's just going crazy. They're hilarious. Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll get out of here before we go 30 minutes on honey badgers. All right. That's what we need to do. That's our new series. Is we're going to start breaking down animal fights in the Sahara or Savannah. Sahara probably wouldn't be fun. They would just be a bunch of sidewinder snakes that never see each other. Boy, you talk about a boring documentary. That'd be tough. All right. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today with more animal talk. Tina, it's so good to see you. Gosh, it's good to see you. Everything's going to go great. We're all behind you. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you at 3 p.m. Eastern. Till then, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!